Hi. A film I watched last night that I'd heard very good reviews for was The Mitchells versus the Machines, an animated family sci-fi adventure produced by Sony Pictures and then, due to the pandemic, dumped on Netflix. It's about a dysfunctional family. The main character is the would-be film student Katie, her younger brother Aaron, and her parents, who embark on a road trip to deliver her to film school. But along the way, the robot apocalypse happens when a social network gets out of hand and starts mobilizing new machines to take over the world and dispatch humanity into outer space, where we will at least have free Wi-Fi. And so the characters who are generally at odds bond and find new relationships with each other over the course of the story. Despite the fact that it's had good reviews, I didn't really take to it. There are elements of it that I did like. I think the design is very exciting and vibrant. The animation is very fluid and just the right side of cartoony. And it's full of energy and vigor and movement and motion. But that only really serves to underline how empty the whole thing is, really. Um, the script is quite weak. The characterization I thought was particularly poor. Character traits are quite poorly sketched out, and decisions seem to be taken by characters purely just to drive the plot. Originally, Katie is going to fly to university, but she and her father have an argument the night before, and he accidentally breaks her laptop. And then, without telling her, he decides that he'll take the whole family on a road trip for her first week there, which is not something a rational person would do. And it kind of drops you out because you can't empathize with someone making that kind of decision. And this happens over and over again that characters make choices that seem wildly illogical and seem only there to serve the story. The voice performances are generally very good. Abby Jacobson plays Abby, plays Katie rather. The parents are played by Danny McBride and Maya Rudolph. Mike Rianda, the film's director and co-writer, plays her younger brother, and the villain, a sentient social network called PAL, is played by Olivia Colman, who's a particularly good choice and gets to show off the comedy skills that she hasn't been able to employ in a lot of her film work recently. As I say, it's a well-produced film. It's moderately likable overall. I like the fact that they stuck to having the original title rather than the Sony imposed one of Connected, which was just weak and bland. But overall, it's not a film I would particularly recommend. It's not there enough. And although it's a meant to be a love letter to families and family relationships, the behavior of this family is just too poorly thought out and too sketchy to really empathize with at all.